Namaste, yogis. Let's start another week, another yoga practice. Thank you all for joining in. And I believe Ranjini has something for us today. So thank you, Ranjini, and over to you.
Om Sahana Bhavatu. Om Sahana Bhavatu. Sahana Bhunatu. Sahaviryam Karavavai. Sahaviryam Karavavai. Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavai. This is a prayer, an appeal that wishes that the teacher and the taught go through this journey of learning with vigor, with happiness, joy, a lot of bonhomie, and without hostility. Thank you.
Thank you, Ranjini. One of my favorites, as always. So everyone, please find yourselves on your mats in seated position. And just do away with the rest of the day, however it was. Focus on your breath, seated position, wherever is comfortable, Vajrasan, cross-legged. Draw your spines up tall, relax your shoulders, and just literally drop into yourself. The whole day, you're paying attention to the outside world, you're managing the external, you're managing your internal world in relation to that external world. So for now, just please devote your complete attention to that internal world. And if you pay attention to your breath, you will come closer to your real internal world. Slowing down the breath. Wherever it goes. And find that connection between body, breath, and your thoughts, and your mind, your emotions. There is a connection, and they're all like on a circle. They're all connected to each other. You don't know which one comes first, which one goes last. So usually if it's something from the outside world, it hits your mind first, and then your body reacts through your breath, and then onto your physical body in terms of muscle contraction and stuff. So yoga is like the reverse. Instead of becoming mental beings, we become physical beings. We use the body, learn to kind of focus on the muscles, and then through the breath to the mind. So we kind of go the reverse way. That's why you find me focusing entirely on the physical practice. The mind kind of just has no option but to fall in line with the soothing power of your poses. So when you're ready, gently blink your eyes open, interlace your fingers, inhale all the way up, reach up, release the pressure from your hips. So it's literally like you're floating up, but feel that stretch on the side of your body. Try and get your elbows in towards each other. And then exhale your arms all the way down behind you. Interlace your fingers behind you. Squeeze your shoulder blades in. And as you increase the length of your spine, take your heart up to the sky. As you push your knuckles gently into the mat, if it's available to you. If it's not, it's fine. Just keep squeezing your shoulder blades in, your elbows in towards each other. Keep taking the heart up, chin up, spine tall. Slowly release. Interlace your fingers in front of you. Keep your elbows extended. Round your back. Tuck your chin in towards your chest. It's like you want to pull your arms out of your shoulder sockets. It's going to be a real simple practice today, yogis. All I request is that you stay in touch with your breath. Gently, gently, gently release. And left palm outside right knee, right palm behind you. Inhale, spine tall. Exhale, twist. So try and keep your hips level, both your hip points facing forward, but keep taking your spine tall on the inhale and twist a little more with each exhale. Feel that release in your middle back. Gently release the other side. So right palm outside left knee, left palm behind you, but inhale, spine tall. Exhale, twist. Keep twisting. Pay attention to your middle back. You don't know whether it's contracting or expanding. One part of your middle back is contracting, one part is expanding. And that's the beauty of the twist. It's asymmetrical, but it works. Slowly release. Stick your right palm down on the mat next to you. Inhale, take your left arm all the way up. So first grow tall on the left side and then exhale, push down into a little bit of a lateral bend. But stick your left hip deeper into your left heel or the mat, whichever way you're sitting, either Vajrasana or cross-legged. Feel that stretch on the left side of your torso. Find your spine doing that lateral bend thing. So your spine is actually bending over to the right. It's not just moving to the right. There's a difference between the two. Slowly release. Stick your left palm to the mat. Inhale. Right arm up. Grow tall on the right side of your torso and then exhale, fold in. Right fingertips over to the left. Keep reaching. Push your right hip down into the mat or onto your right heel, however you are sitting. Slowly, 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 slowly release. Turn to face the front of the mat and get into your best little child pose. So go towards the rear end of the mat. Push back. Keep your knees wide apart. Release down to your best little child's pose. Push your palms down onto the mat. Spread your fingers. Push down more into the outer edges of your palms, so into your pinky finger. Try and raise your elbows as high as possible. Then tuck your toes in, lift your hips up. When you're ready, take an inhale, extend your spine. Exhale, push your hips up and back, down dog. Bend your right knee, reach your left heel further down towards the mat, and then switch. Keep cycling. Bend your left knee, push your right heel down. And as you keep bending your alternate knees, See if you can keep taking your tailbone further back and up. See if you can keep spreading your fingers even more. See if you can keep your index fingers parallel. Then, when you're ready, straighten both your knees. Push both your heels down towards the mat. Push your shoulders back towards your knees. Staying with your breath. Inhale, spine tall. Exhale, push your hips up and back. When you're ready, inhale, take your right leg up, knee straight. See if you can take it up without bending the knee. Take it as high up as you can. Keep your toes pointed or your ankle flexed, whichever works for you. Keep your right hip level with your left hip. Exhale, swing that right foot all the way forward between your palms on the center line. Keep your hips low, your left knee straight. Push down into your left palm. Inhale, circle your right palm up, twist. Staying with your breath. Exhale, release. Dropping your left knee down on the mat. Walk that left knee as far back as you can. Inhale, see if you can circle your arms all the way up. If you can't, just climb onto your right knee and hang on there. Inhale, take your spine even higher. If you want, exhale into a slight back bend. So take your heart up towards the sky, chin up. This is optional. You don't want to get into a deep back bend right at the beginning. Totally your call. Exhale your palms all the way down on either side of your front foot. Pick up your back knee. Front foot goes back to plank. So hips in line with your shoulders, shoulders in line with your wrists. Chin up. You're pulling your core in, you're tightening your core, you're pulling your navel in and up towards your spine. Gently exhale, knees down, hips slightly back, bend your elbows, heart reaches down between your palms, chin on the mat, knees, chest, chin. Gently release all the way down, so you're prone. Stick all 10 toes on the mat. Keep your feet about hip distance apart. Stretch your toes further back, so you get a stretch on your spine as well. Inhale, smoothen up to baby cobra. So push the mat forward with your palms. Keep thinking of taking your heart forward rather than up. Gently squeeze your shoulder blades in and then release your palms off the mat. Inhale, see if you can take your heart further forward and further up. Exhale, maybe drop your heart down a centimeter or so. Interlace your fingers behind you. Inhale, take your heart further up. Exhale, see if you can take your palms up towards the sky. Stick your toes to the mat even more. Slowly release your palms under your shoulders. Tuck your toes in. Exhale, hips up and back. Down dog. Staying with your down dog for a little while. When you're ready, keeping your left knee straight, take your left leg up as high as you can. either flexed ankle or pointed toes, whatever works for you today. As you inhale, keep taking your toes even higher up. As you exhale, push your shoulders back towards your knees. Try and keep your left shoulder in line with your right shoulder. I know there's a tendency for the left shoulder to push forward. Don't. Exhale, left foot all the way forward between your palms. Left knee over left ankle. Keep your right knee straight. So as you keep pushing your right knee up, keep lowering your hips down, your tailbone down. Keep taking your heart forward, chin up. Right palm pushes down into the mat. Inhale, circle your left arm up. Square your left shoulder on top of your right shoulder. Reach even higher through your left fingertips. Pull out of your right shoulder, so don't sink into that right shoulder. Exhale, release that left palm down. Drop down onto your right knee. Walk that right knee further back. Even though you're walking that right knee back, you still want to scissor your thighs in towards each other. So your right thigh wants to scissor forward, your left thigh wants to scissor back. Inhale, circle your arms up, keeping that scissoring action in your thighs going. If you want, exhale to a slight back bend. So your palms start pointing back. Your heart lifts up. See if you can keep your elbows extended. See if you can keep pushing your elbows in towards each other. I know it's not easy, but go to the extent of your flexibility. Exhale, release your palms down on either side of your front foot. Pick up your back knee. Front foot all the way back to plank. Hold your plank. When you're ready, drop down to your knees, chest, chin. So take your hips slightly back before you drop your heart down and chin. Stay with your breath. Gently release all the way down to the mat. Inhale to full cobra. So push the mat forward with your palms. Engage your shoulder blades in and keep taking your heart forward and up. Your neck, a natural extension of the spine. Your toes reaching back even further so that you're getting away from the compression you feel in your lower back. Tuck your toes in, hips up and back. So either come up through your knees or directly straight knees, hips up and back, down dog. Very good. Look forward between your palms, bend your knees, either jump or walk your feet all the way forward between your palms. Forward fold. On the exhale, stay conscious of your breath. Inhale, come up halfway, chin up, reach your heart forward, keep your hips over your heels. Keep reaching your heart forward. Exhale, forward fold. Slightly bend your knees if you need to. Inhale, circle your arms all the way up. And once you've reached the top, straighten out your knees. Exhale, slight back bend. Reach up, reach back with your fingertips. Inhale, come back to vertical. Exhale, release your palms all the way in front of your heart. Close your eyes. Get in touch with your breath. So very simple moves really today. We should be able to feel that strength, the stretch in almost all parts of your body. You should be able to feel the strengthening that's been going on while you've been stretching. If you need to come to the top of your mats, if you need to either get the big toes together, heels together, or keep your feet hip width apart, focus on your posture. Push down equally into all four corners of your feet. Pull up your kneecaps, tailbone pointing down, spine growing tall, shoulders relaxed, chin parallel to the floor, setting your intentions for making sure you keep in touch with your breath all through your practice. When you're ready, inhale, circle your arms all the way up. Reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, bend your knees, fingertips on either side. Get your right foot all the way back. Low lunge. Keeping your right palm next to your left foot, push down into the right palm. Inhale, circle your left arm all the way up. Release your left palm down on the exhale. Drop your right heel down, heel to arch alignment. Begin to push so your feet are perpendicular to one another. Begin to push into the outer edge of the right foot. Extend your right arm. Inhale, circle up, warrior two. Keep your right knee straight. Push your left hip down and forward towards your left ankle. Make sure your left knee is tracking over your second and third toes. See if you're overarching your middle or lower back. Try and find a straight spine. It won't happen, I know, but work towards that. How do you work towards that? Pull your navel in towards your spine. Try and gently tuck your tailbone down and forward. Relax your shoulders. Push the energy out through your fingertips. Turn your head over your left shoulder. Gaze dispassionately way beyond your left index finger. Find your breath. Windmill your arms around on either side of your front foot. Take your left foot back and up, three-legged down dog. Keep taking your left toes even higher. Reach up. Keep taking your shoulders back. If you want to, drop your left foot down. If you don't want to, keep it moving higher. Inhale, plank. In plank, keep your left foot moving higher. So I know parallel to the floor is good enough. See if you can take it even higher. So you're starting to contract the left lower back to take the foot higher. If you want, drop down to your right knee. If you don't want, stay where you are. Push down to three-legged chaturanga. If you've dropped down to your right knee, so knees, chest, chin. So right knee, chest, chin. But keep taking your left leg higher if it's still suspended. And then slowly release your left foot all the way down. Find your way to up dog. So push down into your palms. Take your hip points off the mat. Try and get the tops of your shoulders moving towards the wall behind. Gently squeeze your shoulder blades in. Your neck is a natural extension of your spine. Lengthen your toes towards the wall behind. When you're ready, hips up and back, do that flippy thing with your toes to reach down dog. Staying with your breath. When you're ready, look forward between your palms, bend your knees, walk or jump your feet all the way forward between your palms. Forward fold. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, circle your arms all the way up, reach up. Exhale, reach back, slight back bend. Inhale, come up to vertical. Exhale, circle your palms all the way down, forward fold. Inhale, come up halfway. Hips on top of heels, heart reaching forward. Exhale, bend your knees, fingertips on either side, forward fold. Fingertips on either side of your feet, bend your knees, take your left leg all the way back. Keep your left knee straight, hips low, right knee over right ankle. Left palm on the mat, push down into the left palm. Inhale, circle your right arm up. Square your shoulders. Exhale, circle your right palm down. Drop your left heel down, heel to arch alignment, feet are perpendicular to one another. Push down into your left pinky toe. Extend your left arm. Inhale, circle up, warrior two. Pushing down into your left outer edge of the foot. Making sure your feet are perpendicular. Making sure your left knee remains straight. Your right knee is aligned over your second and third right toes. Your right hip is pushing down towards your right ankle. Spine growing tall. Abs contracting, navel moving back towards your spine. Tailbone moving down and forward. Shoulders relaxed. Shooting energy out of your fingertips, like you see happening in Harry Potter movies. Your chin over your right shoulder, your eyes looking out at the horizon, not looking at anything in particular, and yet seeing everything there is, not with the eyes, but with the mind. When you're ready, windmill your palms all the way forward on either side of your front foot. Right foot back and up, three-legged down dog. Reach up through your right toes, shoulders even. Right shoulder is not pushing ahead of your left shoulder. When you're ready, inhale, plank. Keep taking that right leg further up. See if you can start engaging your right glutes and your right lower back. If you want, drop that right foot down. If you want, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. If you're doing knees, chest, chin, either just the left knee down or both your knees down. Yogi's choice. Keep taking that right foot higher and then inhale, up dog. So drop your right foot down. Stick all 10 toes onto the mat. Lift your hip points off the mat. Heart moving forward and up. Neck, a natural extension of your spine. Close your eyes. Breathe. Shoulders away from the ears, pulling out of your shoulders. Hips up and back, down dog. When you're ready, bend your knees, look forward between your palms. Either jump or walk your feet all the way forward. Full forward fold. Keep pulling your heart in. Inhale, come up halfway. Look forward, chin up, fingertips reaching down. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, circle your arms all the way up. Up, reach back. Exhale, release, palms in front of your heart. Stay vertical. Get in touch with your breath. Set your intentions for the next round. See if you want to work more with your stretching or with your strengthening. Whatever you choose, stay with your breath. Blink your eyes open. Inhale, circle your arms all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, bend your knees, fingertips down. Get your right foot all the way back. Stay on the balls of your right foot. Inhale, come up, high lunge. Reach up, left knee on top of your left ankle, tailbone moving down and forward. You're on the balls of your right foot. Exhale, drop your right heel down, heel to arch alignment. Open out, warrior two. Keep pushing that left hip down towards that left ankle. Go into your deepest warrior two, because the more you stretch that right adductor, the more you need to strengthen your left quadricep. Drop your right palm down, left palm up and back, reverse your warrior. Inhale, circle back, warrior two. Exhale, reach forward with your left fingertips as far forward as you can, and then circle your left palm down to your left ankle. You want to make it easier, keep your left forearm on your left thigh. From here, work your right shoulder back with an exhale. Inhale, reach your right fingertips up even more. Next, inhale back to warrior two. Lift your right heel up, push your right hip forward. Inhale, take your arms up, back to high lunge. I know, crazy transition. Keep taking your tailbone down and forward, right knee straight. Windmill your palms all the way down on either side of your front foot. Left foot goes all the way back and up. Open your left hip above your right hip. But keep pushing your left shoulder back. So your shoulders are aligned, but only your hip opens out. Bend your left knee, left heel comes close to your left hip. Keep taking that left knee higher up. Inhale, planking with your shoulder on your over your wrists. Hips in line with shoulders. Try and keep your left heel where it is. See if you can release your left palm up to side plank. I know, crazy. If you want, rest your left foot on your right thigh. So your left knee points up to the sky. If you can't do this, don't worry. Take a break with a child's pose if you wish. When you're ready, get your left palm back down. Suddenly got very crazy. Take your left leg up and back. Inhale, plank. Either you drop your foot down or keep it up. Exhale, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga, yogi's choice.
I didn't catch that. Could you try again?
Sorry, that was my crazy Siri. Release all the way down. Inhale to up dog. Look over your right shoulder at your left heel. Come back to neutral. Look over your left shoulder at your right heel. Come back to neutral. Tuck your toes in, hips up and back, down dog. Bend your knees, look forward, exhale, jump or walk your feet all the way forward between your palms. Deep forward fold. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, circle up. And back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward fold, bend your knees, palms on either side of your front foot. Take your left foot all the way back. Keep your hips low. Keep sending your heart forward. Find that length in your spine. Keeping that length in your spine, inhale, circle up, high lunge. Strengthen your back knee. Keep it straight. But keep pushing your tailbone down and forward, elbows in towards each other. Imagine a block between your palms, push into that block. And then as you exhale, release your left heel down, heel to arch alignment, open out, warrior two, arms to the side. Keep pushing your right hip down towards your right ankle, right knee over your second and third toes. Stay with your breath. Push down into your left pinky toe. As you take your spine taller, drop your left palm, take your right palm up and back. Reverse your warrior. But keep dropping your right hip down and forward even more. Inhale, come back, warrior two. Reach through your right fingertips, reach forward, lean forward, and then circle your right palm down with that length in your spine. Take your left arm up. Push that left shoulder back. Inhale, spine tall. Exhale, push that left shoulder even further back. You want to keep it easy. Keep your right forearm on your thigh. Inhale, come back, warrior two. Crazy transition. Release your left heel off the mat. Circle your palms up to high lunge. Windmill your palms all the way down. Take your right foot back and up. Three-legged down dog. Keep reaching your right toes up even more. And then bend your right knee, open your right hip above your left hip, get your right heel as close to your right hip, take your right knee all the way up. Keep pushing your right shoulder back. You don't want your right shoulder popping forward. Keeping your leg where it is. Inhale, plank. And if you find this too much, stay where you are. Release your right palm and take it all the way up into a side plank. If you want, rest your right foot on your left thigh. Reach up with your right fingertips. If it's too much, just do a simple side plank. If that is too much, push down to child's pose. Yogi's choice. Ultimately, you don't have to do crazy transitions ever. Whenever you're ready, get your right palm down, take your right leg up and back, three-legged down dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. And then find your way all the way down to the mat. Rest your palms on the mat next to your thighs. Staying with your breath. Bend both your knees in, your heels close to your hips. Walk your fingertips back so your heart starts lifting off the mat. Making sure you keep your spine as tall as possible. So as you walk your fingertips back, your heart will lift, your chin will lift, your shoulders will reach off the mat. Then peel your palms off the mat, reach as far back as you can towards your ankles, and then see if you can hold on to your ankles, maybe at the same time, or maybe one ankle at a time. Coming to grips with your ankles, coming to grips with your life, push your feet back and down. Once you start doing that, you'll find the tension increasing in your arms, you'll find your elbows extending, you'll find your shoulders engaging. Help yourself by pulling your shoulder blades in towards each other. Keep pushing. So you'll have to engage your glutes, you'll have to engage your hamstrings to push your feet back and down. Lift your heart up with the assistance of your feet. So it's your feet doing all the work. When you're ready, take your knees up, point your toes up, take your heart up, take your chin up to the extent of your flexibility and your strength. Don't freak out. Use your breath to calm yourself down. 5, 4, 3, 2, gently release your knees down, release your heart down, release your chin down, palm on top of palm, rest your forehead on your palms. Completely relax. Because that was a complete surprise, even for me, let's see if we can do it once again, and this time we know where we're going. So in case you can't reach your ankles, if you've got long trousers with, you know, the kind of material available to you to hold on to that material. So you kind of shorten the distance between your ankles and your palms. So when you're ready, get your arms next to you, palms on the mat, next to your thighs. Bend your knees in, keep your knees hip width apart. We'll try and work on the finer points of the back bend now. Bend your knees, heels in towards the hips. Now just start engaging your core and your lower back. So walk your fingertips as far back towards your knees as you can. Just that action should start taking your heart up. Once your heart reaches off the mat, start engaging your shoulder blades in, and then lift your palms off the mat. Reach back even more, try and hold on to your ankles. Maybe both together or maybe one at a time. Now, take a breath in, extend your spine. As you exhale, strongly push your feet back and down. Then see if you can keep squeezing your knees in towards each other, imagining a block between your knees. So they don't actually come in, but you're engaging your adductors. So the more muscles you engage, the better your pose becomes. Inhale, take your knees up, take your toes up, take your heart up, but keep your adductors engaged. Imagine a block between your knees, push into that block. While you engage your adductors, you'll start taking the pressure off your lower back. So you will get a little bit more room to get into your back bend. See if you can now take your toes even further back and down. You engage your glutes, engage your hammies, and then slowly release. Palm on top of palm, relax your forehead on your palm. Okay. When you're ready, just get on to your knees. Keep your hips above your knees. We're going to do dangling. Drop down to your elbows. Keeping your hips above your knees. Just remember, constantly hips above knees. Hips don't move ever. Walk your elbows forward as far as you can. As you walk your elbows forward, you'll find your heart dropping down. You'll find your spine kind of dangling all the way from your tailbone down to the mat. So release your heart down to the mat. Stay a few breaths here. Now, if you choose, you can just stay here in dangling. But if you want to try something new, transfer your weight to your right knee and straighten your left knee completely. So you'll need to slide your left toes back and straighten your left knee completely off the mat. Get onto your, so tuck your left toes in. No, don't keep your left toes on the mat. Keep your left toes on the mat. Yeah. So, yeah. Now keep your heart moving down and make sure you push your hips back above your right knee. You don't want your hips falling forward. Now, if you want, circle your left foot all the way to the left. So it's like you're trying to reach your left foot all the way forward towards your head. Circle it as far forward as you can. Yeah, and you can keep your left heel down on the floor. If you want, stay here. If you want, release your left palm, hold on to your left big toe. But keep dropping your heart down towards the mat. And just stay here for a few breaths. If you're holding, dangling, the simple dangling, and you feel it's too much, just go into child's pose. Stay with your breath. Slowly release back your left knee down. So go back to dangling. I know it gets a little awkward, but stay with me. Okay, now let's do it on the other side. So transfer all your weight onto your left knee and straighten your right knee. And then circle your right foot around to the right side. It's like you want to reach your right foot to your head. Stay here and then push your hips back a little bit more so your heart keeps reaching down. You'll have to adjust yourself a little bit, and then if you want, release your right palm to hold on to your right big toe or your right calf or your right knee, whatever works for you. Or just keep it on the floor somewhere in the region of your right foot. So you're getting a stretch, but you're also working your core in a slightly different way. Because you've got to release your core to allow for the dangling to happen, but at the same time, you've got to keep engaging your core to maintain your balance. So it's pretty freaky. Enjoy the freakiness. Make sure your hip remains above your left knee. Just a couple of breaths more. And then slowly, slowly, slowly release back into child's pose. Keep your knees together. Round your back as much as you can. Enjoy your child's pose. And then slowly release, lie down on your back. And let's do some more freaky stuff. First, start with straightening both your legs completely. Then bend your left knee and get your left ankle just above your right knee. And let your left knee drop down to the left side. So it's like a figure of 4. Yeah. Okay. So you can push your left knee down as much as you can. So find that opening. Stay with your breath. And then slowly see if you can, without bending your right knee, take your right foot all the way up to the ceiling, slowly. If you find this too challenging, too difficult, go ahead, bend your right knee and then get your right foot up to the ceiling and straighten out your right knee. Somewhere along the journey, get your palms behind your right thigh, hold on behind your right knee. So your left palm will thread the needle and yeah, hold it, lovely. Now use your palms to get your right knee as close to your chin as you can without trying to bend your right knee. If it bends, and I know some of us have that hamstring tightness, it's fine. Deal with it. No worries. Now, if you find your tailbone lifting, try and flatten your tailbone back down to the mat. But keep that right knee moving in towards your face. And then when you're ready, bend your right knee, get your right heel close to your right hip. But keep pulling the knee in towards your face. So we're doing the reverse pigeon pose. I know we've not done the pigeon pose for long. So yeah, and as Ranjini has done very beautifully, just hold on to your right shin. So that's easy. But if you want to keep holding on to your right thigh, that's fine too. Staying with your breath, gently release, straighten both your legs, and we just have to do it on the other side. So first, just take a breath, straighten both your legs, find your sense of evenness, even though I know you'll feel like you've got a different right leg from a different body and a left leg from a different body. Go ahead, bend your right knee. Cross your right ankle over your left knee. Drop your right knee as far down as you can. Flex your left ankle and then take your left foot all the way up, either keeping your left knee straight or bending it if you need to. Then get your palms behind your left thigh, your right palm threading the needle, and then pull your knee in towards your chin, your left knee in towards your chin. Inhale, lengthen your spine. How do you lengthen your spine? You let your tailbone reach further towards the end of your mat. Then gently keep pulling that knee in towards your face. If you find your tailbone reaching up towards the sky, see if you can flatten it down without compromising on the knee. So your knee keeps moving in, but your tailbone keeps moving down. In order to move your tailbone down, you suddenly find you've got to engage your lower back muscles. So it's freakish. You're trying to extend, stretch your lower back muscles with that forward fold. At the same time, you're engaging your lower back muscles to keep your tailbone moving down. When you're ready, bend your left knee and then keep pulling your left knee in towards your chin. Enjoy your pigeon pose. Staying with your breath. And slowly release into your best Shavasana. Just make a mental note that when we are getting out of Shavasana, I'll be asking you to get into Happy Baby pose. And from Happy Baby pose, I will be rocking you up to seated. So now go ahead, enjoy your Shavasana. completely let it go. It was a fairly simple practice. I threw in a few difficult transitions towards the end. But on the whole, just you, your breath, and your pose. And that's essentially yoga, just you, your breath, and your pose. And then you wonder where the magic starts. The magic starts because there is anyway a connection between your body, your breath, and your mind. It's just that you don't realize it because you give so much importance to your mind, you forget you are housed in a body. And that's where your sensory inputs come from. And with yoga, you learn to do this act of sense withdrawal. I forget the Sanskrit word, it's a beautiful word. So, right here, right now, you finished your physical practice, move to your breath, but stay away from the mental, activity. And I know you can never divorce yourself from the mental states. So just watch. Very often in life, we are faced with intensity. Things not going the way you want, people not behaving the way you'd ideally like them to behave. You can choose to get involved in the drama, or you can just choose to watch and maybe not judge. Maybe, if possible, find compassion because you have no idea what other people are going through. And at the same time, be strong for yourselves. And it's your poses that you'll find your strength in. When you're ready, take a nice long deep breath in. And as you exhale, bend your knees in towards your chest. And then get your palms between your knees and hold on from the inner edges of your feet, the soles of your feet with your palms. And then get your feet as far apart as possible. And then let the soles of your feet face up towards the ceiling and your knees pull down towards your armpits. Use your palms to push your knees down. Use your tailbone to find it lowering down towards the mat. And then forget the tailbone and then let your tailbone rise up to the ceiling if you want. Round your spine, rock from side to side. Find your happy baby. And then just don't get too happy with this. Roll over to your right, turn your face down, blink your eyes open, gently come back to seated. Take your time, relax, no rush. Sit with your spine tall, shoulders relaxed, palms in front of your heart, close your eyes, and gently tilt your head forward towards your namaste, going within. The Sanskrit word I was looking for was pratyahara, to be able to give up on your senses, to just withdraw inward. So try your inward withdrawal now with your breath. You've worked extremely hard with your practice today, even though it was simple. Keeping your mind unwavering, keeping your focus on your breath, on your practice is hard, but it's worth it because anything that's worth achieving is hard. And now, not judging yourself or your practice, give it up. One final stretch, interlace your fingers, inhale, take your arms all the way up and release back down to namaste. Thank you, yogis, as always. It's wonderful practicing with you. I'll see you again on Tuesday.